Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Geek Web Classes Live. Today we're going to be taking a quick first impressions look at the new MMO Rift. Rift is actually scheduled to come out for public release on March 1st of this year, which is actually just about a week or so away. Actually a couple of weeks away. But I was lucky enough to be invited to the latest public beta, and I've been kind of running around and taking a look at it and kind of forming my own impressions of the game, and I wanted to kind of just quickly give you an overview with this first video. I'm actually going to do a series of videos. For those of you who are familiar with my WoW versus LOTRO video series that I did, that 5-part series, I'm going to kind of do a similar thing with Rift, only I'm not going to be comparing it directly with another game the way I did with those two. I'm just going to kind of break this up into a couple of series of videos, and this first one is actually just going to be kind of a first impressions and a quick look at the gaming engine and what the game looks like. So let's just jump right into it with this first video in the series. As you can see right here, we're at our basic login screen, and I am currently playing on the Belmont Shard, which is their term for a server, and the game has two factions. The game has both the Guardians and the Defiant, and you can't say one's good and one's bad because they're both kind of have their own version of the story and their existence within the world that the Rift brings to you. So I've got two characters. I've made one for the Guardians and one for the Defiant, just to check out the different starting zones and to check out the character and the different classes. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into my level 14 rogue, who is actually a specialty ranger, so he's more of a hunter. The game, I will be doing a video breaking out all of the different classes and the subclasses in a later video, but for now I wanted to give you a quick overview. So here I am, and as you can see, just like pretty much any MMO out there, you've got your basic screen layout with your action bars at the bottom, your chat bar over here on the left, and of course your character's information and any pet that you may have, a map, your quests, and additional action bars. You've got B brings up your bags, just like everything else. O brings up your social panel, just like everything else. C brings up your character information. In this character view, you've got these planning focuses, and again, if I mispronounce anything in this video series, please don't chastise me. I've only been playing the game for about 2 days now. I'm no expert whatsoever. I'm just kind of trying to get used to it so that I can bring you as much information as possible and let you guys get a good look at the game before you make a decision on whether or not you want to go out and purchase this game and pay the monthly subscription fee. Whether you're sick of WoW or you've played Cataclysm and you've already maxed out your level and gotten all the gear and you're just bored with raiding, or you're playing any other MMO and you're looking for something new, I'm hoping that this video series that I do kind of helps give you some information so you can make an educated decision on purchasing. So again, go easy on me if I mispronounce components of the game, names, functions, so on and so forth. So you're looking at your character screen, you've got stats, you've got your skills, you've got your pet information, your currency, your notoriety, which is your faction, the term I'm looking for has escaped my mind, but notoriety is, how well you're known, your reputation, thank you. Artifacts, which again are just some things that I've been finding throughout the world. I'm not exactly sure how they assist me yet. I've got to look in the forums and trying to find that information out. Multiple mounts, books that you collect, companions, I'm not sure what companions are, and then different titles that you can collect in the game. One of the really cool things about this game is there's really 4 classes that you start off with. You've got 3 different races, both male and female, for both the Guardians and the Defiant, and then you've got 4 classes to choose from. But under each of those classes, you get to pick your spec build out, and this is a basic spec build out, and they call it a soul tree. So it's just like your talent points in Warcraft, if you're familiar with Warcraft. We'll use that as a reference because that's obviously the most well-known game. But you start off, and I picked a ranger under the rogue class as my specialty. And then as you go through the game, you're allowed to choose 2 other subclasses that you can start dropping your talent points in. I chose Marksman and Saboteur, and this gives me a lot of flexibility to kind of roll the kind of class and the character I want. I'm still learning, so I'm still trying to figure out which the best way to go for the type of gameplay that I want. I basically want to be kind of a marksman archer. If you were to compare to a Warcraft character, I just want to be able to do massive DPS from range. So I'm still trying to figure all that out. But as you can see, the game, it's very smooth. The gaming engine is really nice. They did a pretty decent job for the motion of the characters. You know, a lot of MMOs are striving to be as good as Blizzard's gaming engine when it comes to their animation for their characters' movements. It looks really good. The world is very lush. I like the graphics engine. It has a really similar feel to Warhammer Online. For those of you who may have dabbled or played the Warhammer game, it feels a lot like it from you know, tracking. Like, so if I click on this character, you'll notice my guy's head turns and he continues to watch whenever he's in, you know, a field of view. Which is kind of something that was very similar to the Warhammer Online experience. And some of the cool functions of the game, like the public quests. If you're looking at your map here and you see these little X's right here, this is a public kind of an instance that you can jump into where there's some combat going on, and we'll talk more about that later in another episode of the video. But just, you know, down and dirty, I'm really enjoying Rift right now. I would definitely have to say it's the top 3. Obviously, I am a Warcraft and a LOTRO fan. I'm starting to enjoy the game mechanics of this a little bit more than LOTRO. However, I haven't gotten into the crafting, and crafting is one of the definite high points that LOTRO has. The questing engine in this, I haven't really done a lot of quest reading, so I'm not really sure how the quests and the storyline flows real well with this game just yet. To compare with Warcraft, obviously, they've got excellent quests, excellent quest engines and storyline. They've got a really in-depth lore that's pretty hard to beat because they've been around for such a long time, and they had their strategy games to kind of draw upon before World of Warcraft ever came out. So I'm enjoying it. I'm going to continue to enjoy it, and I'm going to do some more focal specialized type videos that'll dig a little bit into class creation, character creation, speccing, some of those public quests that I spoke about earlier, and a little bit more deep dive. So I'm going to post this video and get it up, and over the next couple of days while I'm doing the beta, I'm definitely going to make a couple of more videos. If there's something that you would like to know more about, shoot me a message, leave me a comment, and I will definitely see what I can do about learning what it is that you'd like to know, and put that in a video for you to view, and hopefully make a good decision on whether or not you want to drop the 40, 50 bucks or so for the game and the subscription fee. I think it's 15 bucks a month. I'm not exactly sure. But let me know what else you might want to see. Like I said, I'm going to cover class creation, character creation, sorry, and then class choosing and tree specking and those types of things moving forward in some future videos. So for now, I want to say thanks again for watching. As always, follow me up on Twitter, and that's twitter.com/geekwithglasses, and you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/geekwithglasses. Leave me some comments, leave me some feedback, and we'll make a couple more videos for you. And I appreciate you viewing, and thanks for all your support. Thanks a lot. This is Neil. Bye-bye.